What if your cat isn't just watching you, but actually studying you? What if those quiet stares, slow blinks, and sudden bursts of energy aren't random at all but part of a complex system scientists are still trying to understand? Cats may seem simple on the surface, but behind those calm eyes is a mind full of strategy, instinct, and surprising intelligence. Cats have lived alongside humans for over 9,000 years, yet even today, they remain one of the most mysterious animals we share our homes with. Unlike dogs, who were bred to work closely with humans, cats largely domesticated themselves. This means many of their wild instincts are still fully intact, and that's exactly why their behavior can feel confusing, unpredictable, and sometimes even calculated. Let's start with something every cat owner has experienced. Your cat stares at you. Not casually, but intensely. Almost like it trying to read your thoughts. You might think it's just curiosity, but research suggests something deeper is happening. Cats are highly observant animals. Studies in animal cognition have shown that cats can recognize human routines, emotional cues, and even voice tones. When your cat stares at you, it may actually be analyzing your behavior, trying to predict what you'll do next. Are you about to feed it? Leave the room. Sit down. Your cat is constantly learning patterns. But here's where it gets even more interesting. When your cat slowly blinks at you, it's not random, it's a form of communication. Scientists studying feline behavior discover that slow blinking is a sign of trust and relaxation. In the wild, closing your eyes, even briefly, makes you vulnerable. So when your cat does this, it's essentially saying, I feel safe with you. If you've ever blinked back and noticed your cat relax even more, that's not your imagination. You're actually communicating in its language. Now think about this. Why does your cat follow you everywhere? Into the kitchen, the bed, even the bathroom. It might seem like attachment, and sometimes it is, but the real reason might surprise you. Cats are both territorial and curious. By following you, they're not just being affectionate, they're monitoring their environment. You are part of their territory. And from their perspective, you're also a source of resources, safety, and stimulation. So when they follow you, they're combining instinct with social bonding. And then there's the kneading behavior, that rhythmic pushing of paws on blankets, pillows, or even you. Many people think it's just a cute habit, but it actually goes back to kittens need their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. What scientists found fascinating is that adult cats continue this behavior when they feel comfortable and secure. So when your cat needs you, it's not just relaxing it, reverting to one of its earliest memories of safety. But not all behaviors are so easy to understand. For example, why do cats suddenly sprint across the room for no reason? Those random bursts of energy, often called zoomies, are actually deeply rooted in their biology. Cats are natural hunters. In the wild, they conserve energy for short, intense bursts of activity like chasing prey. Even indoor cats retain this instinct. So when your cat suddenly runs across the house at full speed, it's essentially practicing hunting behavior. It's not madness, it's instinct. And here's something many people don't realize. Your cat may be training you more than you training Italiano. Yes, really. Studies have shown that cats quickly learn which behaviors get a response from humans. For example, if your cat meows and you immediately feed it, it learns that meowing equals food. Over time, it refines this behavior, meowing louder at specific times or in certain tones. Some researchers believe cats have even developed different vocal patterns specifically to communicate with humans. In fact, adult cats rarely meow at each other. That sound is mostly reserved for us. But what scientists discovered next is even more fascinating. Cats can recognize their owner's voice, but often choose to ignore it. In a well-known study, researchers played recordings of owners calling their cats, followed by strangers' voices. The cats showed clear signs of recognizing their owner's voice, like ear movement or head turning, but many didn't respond physically. This suggests that cats are not incapable of understanding us, they're simply selective in how they respond. Have you ever noticed your cat bring you gifts? Sometimes it's a toy, Other times, something less pleasant. While it may seem disturbing, this behavior actually has a logical explanation. In the wild, mother cats bring prey back to teach their kittens how to hunt. When your cat brings something to you, it may be treating you as part of its social group or even as someone it needs to teach. It's not being strange, it's flowing instinct. Now let's talk about one of the most surprising things scientists have discovered about cats: their emotional intelligence. For a long time, people believed cats were distant or less emotional than dogs, but recent research challenges that idea. Cats can form strong attachments to their owners, similar to the bonds seen in dogs and even human infants. They can experience stress when separated from their owners and show signs of comfort when that quiet presence, sitting near you without demanding attention, that might actually be your cat's way of offering companionship. And here's the most surprising fact of all. Your cat might actually understand your mood better than you think. Studies suggest cats can detect changes in human facial expressions, body language, and even subtle shifts in behavior. If you've ever felt like your cat stayed close to you during a bad day or acted differently when you were stressed, that might not be coincidence. Your cat is picking up on emotional signals, even if it doesn't respond in obvious ways. So the next time your cat stares at you, follows you, or suddenly runs across the room, remember there's always a reason behind it. These behaviors are not random. They are the result of thousands of years of evolution, instinct, and adaptation. Cats may not always show their thoughts openly, but that doesn't mean they don't have them. In fact, the more we study them, the more we realize just how complex they really are. Now, I'm curious, does your cat do any of these things? Does it stare at you, follow you everywhere, or bring you strange gifts? Let me know in the comments. Your experience might be more interesting than you think. And once you start looking at your cat a little differently, you might realize something surprising. Maybe your cat isn't just living with you. Maybe it's been observing you all along.